So a lot of you guys are still asking about the best way to upgrade your offensive line, the type of things. Why am I building my team based off of speed and people with the actual lead block minimum of 90 to be able to get lead the way? The short answer is it's glitchy. And EA has given us the opportunity to take advantage of that, and why not share it with my viewers? You know what I'm saying? Why not make you guys go out there and just destroy somebody's weekend league or just destroy somebody's day by running it down their throats? We're going to talk about a new addition that I'm going to be planning to put into the team right now. We're going to go through all those steps. I'm going to show you how to make the most dominant offensive line in Madden 19 Ultimate Team. Let's get it. All right, guys, so we are back. What's going on with everybody? Hopefully you guys are having a great day. You can see right now with everything the way that it is right now, I can upgrade Taylor Lewan a little bit more, you know, by probably, you know, adjusting it from zone run to power run. Depending, certain things that you do will adjust the way that these guys show their overall. But ultimately, I want you guys to take note that zone run is something that you need, primarily because of that run block. See, the run block is more important than what you get from the power run with impact block and lead block. As long as you have the 90 as the minimum, you can get the lead the way chem. All right, so what does that mean? Let's go ahead and use Taylor Lewan for an example, all right? This is the situation. You see with his final upgrade that his lead block is above 90, that automatically gives you the opportunity to unlock lead the way. All right, so for those of you guys that are new, welcome. You guys have had a lot of questions about the lead the way chem and, you know, why my offensive line is the way that it is and why I have, you know, been showing you guys similar ways to get your offensive line up to this par. Remember, you don't need to use the players that I'm using. That's not what I'm trying to explain. What I'm trying to explain is you got to make sure that whatever player you're using has at least a 90 lead block so that you can unlock that lead the way, because there is no better chem to have on your offensive lineman other than lead the way. And again, when you play these other guys like me, I'm a psycho when it comes to the out of my way. So defensively, the way my team is built, even right now, when you look at my most recent upgrades, you will see that I chose to put Howie Long in right now over Aaron Donald simply because he can get out of my way and Aaron Donald can't. So my whole offensive line has out of my way. Now, for most of you guys that, you know, you've been complaining about the wham and dudes are whamming you all over the butt cheeks, listen, this is what the situation is, right? If those players that you're playing have decent offensive lines along the lines of what I just showed you, it's going to cancel out. So they get stunned. So you'll see the O pop up in your circle, and then you have to click onto that player and make them react. The computer will immediately just stop moving. All right, so if you user the D line, it'll be easier for you to react if your player is the one that's impacted. But ultimately, a lot of you guys don't use it. I don't use the D line, so I'm on a linebacker or something. I got to click on when you see the cancellation, when the lead block explodes right into out of my way. Once they're stunned right there, you have to click onto that player and try to make a play. All right, so now look. This is the objective for what we're going to be doing in this video. Most of you guys, whether you're new, you just got the game, a lot of you guys are asking a lot of questions about should you do this, should you do that. This is what you should do. You should get the best cards that you can get for where you are right now. So if you haven't completed a lot of solos and you're still relatively new to the game, like a lot of you guys are saying, you should be playing the solos that EA has there for free, getting your packs, doing the best that you can do to actually give you guys a head start into getting some of the decent cards. Now, some of you guys want to rush and buy packs. That's also another option. But you have to be careful with the packs that you buy, primarily because to be safe, I would recommend that you buy packs on weekends when new legends are out and everybody's going freaky crazy, trying to, you know, figure out how to get it. Like, yo, I'm freaky right now. Like, I really need to get these cards. You can probably get a lucky pull, sell it off, and make out. But in regular week to week, other than when they do the primetime performers on usually the Thursdays, there's not really a lot of good things in the packs right now. All right, that's going to give you some value, especially with us coming off of the Zero Chill promo and everybody just go, you know, the snow conversion and a lot of craziness has been happening. There's not really a lot of monetary value in most of these cards. So I would recommend that you grind the solos the way that everybody else did to get to this point. The only issue is it's going to take you out of doing a lot of the other things that are available now, like the solo battles and things like that, where you get weekly rewards and a lot of other things that can, you know, contribute to building your team. So look, this is the situation right here, right now. Because what I recently did was I took the sprinter. I had sprinter on Lane Johnson. I took it off and I put on power run. And because I put power run on, I would have been able to take this guy out, all right, and figure something out on how I wanted to upgrade the rest of my O-line, because I'm going to actually be doing something with a new center. All right, let me just explain to you what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using Kevin Mawae, right? And Kevin Mawae is going to come in, and he is eligible to get that lead the way. As like Pat Eiflin, these guys are just rising stars. They can't really do anything, even though he has a decent, what is his lead the way, Chem? Lead block. His lead block is 93, but he can't get a special chem. All right. So even though he has it, because he doesn't have the chem on him, EA doesn't allow him to get that 15%, 20% boost, whatever the ratio is that they give the players that are able to do that. So the rising stars, I just want to point it out again, the rising stars are only allowed to get scheme chems. All right. So although he gets both of these, it's not enough for what we're trying to do. The issue is because he has 3 and 3, we now, when we take away from him, because we're going to be obviously adding only the +3 to the zone run, we got to find somebody else that we can add power run to. You know what I'm saying? With a different amount, because we don't, it's not going to benefit us if we're not able to, you know, be able to utilize those type of things. If we can't have everything maxed out with the 30, it doesn't really work out for us. All right. So now look, when we add the zone run is going to remain 31, but power run is going to go down by 3 to 28. So now when you start looking through and trying to figure out what's going on, you can kind of assess what we're going to have to do. Now, Jimmy Graham is all go deep, right? So we see that we're right there at 30. So you got to try to go someplace else. And then you can look at it and see a lot of my rising stars have the dual chems of the zone run and the power run to be able to get me to that level. So the next thing that you're going to have to do, like, this is what I recommend, because a lot of people, what happens is when your cards get upgraded, they get another option to get higher with their thing. So you see Shannon Sharp, right? Shannon Sharp has the ability to get ×3, and you can see we have the max. So a lot of us, what happens is before our cards get upgraded, we actually keep the lesser amount. So that's something that I usually do. Like, yo, what am I doing? I got to go back through everything and see if there were players that I didn't give the max to. You see what I'm saying? So you have to literally go through all this. Like, for instance, Zack Martin. We just recently upgraded Zack Martin. So Zack Martin, I believe that we only had ×2 on him. Yeah, so look, he had ×2. He's now eligible for ×3. So this is what you would do. You would try to make sure that everybody has the max, right? So that you overtake what's necessary for it. And then that way you can actually remove something from one of the other players. So now it's easier. We can remove that zone run, even though we're going to get another one. You see what I'm saying? And then you can just go from there. And then you go through each one and then see how it works out. And then you could kind of take away and add other chems to the other your rising star players that you were using dual chems with that may have had all one chem. Like this guy, he only has power run. You know what I'm saying? So because he only has power run, it makes it so that now we need more power run, but he has all of his chems using the power run, so we can't bother him. But we can look to other players that don't have all of the same thing and try to take away from whatever we're making up by adding additional upgrades to the players that already have the actual chemistries, like what we just did with Zack Martin. Us doing that, giving him that extra +1, we can look throughout our lineup, all right, and see what's going on. And you see, with all of these rising stars, you can see that I had to do specific things just to be able to make power run be a dual scheme chem. I had to give them all 6 because every one of them can get 6. But as we go through it, you can obviously see exactly what's going on and how they were able to attain it. So like I said, as we go through it, you got to make sure that all the players that you used, they have everything that's necessary to make it work out. Because look, even with this guy, right, he's probably going to be the guy that we're going to take it away from because he has 3 and 3. And because we're going to be taking away the power run aspect and adding more zone run, what we could do is we could take this guy's thing away and just give him all power run. And then that way it'll work out for us when we add the new center in, which is going to be Kevin Mawae. And like I said, we're solely doing it because that guy can lead the way. Now, say something else happens, because this is something else that comes up. Say they give out solos and we have to have a specific type of chemistry in order to make it work, right? Say they put out dual chems for whatever, you got to play solos and you got to have, power run and zone run or whatever. You got to be able to mix match your chems. That would be an opportunity for us to then put somebody else back in. But for the purposes of what I'm trying to do is make sure that when I come out in like my run heavy sets, or even if it's not run heavy, I want to have as many lead the way players out there as possible. So that's primarily why this is happening. Because again, once the player has lead the way on it and you go into the game, when you interchange it, it doesn't matter. That's another question that some of you guys were asking. You were saying that you put like identify on a player and then the player didn't give you the identify in the game. As long as the player is starting here and you visibly see it, you're going to always have it there. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's going to always be there. It doesn't matter. Because when you look on the right side, right, it shows you all the active chems. Some of them are going to show that you have a little bit more people at the secure tackler is 2 of 1. As long as it's activated, as long as the chemistry on this side is activated, you're going to have it in the game regardless. All right? So once the player is able to utilize that, the lead the way, all right, when we go do Kevin Mawae, we're going to go look at Kevin Mawae in a second. But once that player is able to do that, that's all. It's pretty much a wrapperoni with cheese. All right? That's something that's very, very ideal to what we're doing. So now, again, we have to look through, because all your wide receivers should have go deep chems, right? Tyreek Hill, he has go deep. Okay, everybody should be ×3 though. And then this guy over here, he's power run. And then we go over here and we look. And we see that power run is 31. So now when we go, let me just show you what's going to happen. When we put Kevin Mawae in, right? We're going to go over here. We're going to take a look at Kevin Mawae. We're going to put him into the lineup. You're going to see on the right side, right? You're going to see what we're going to be missing. Everything should be pretty much have dropped, right? They even moved. Okay, power run is down to 28 and zone run is down to 29. All right. So now, what is going to be the most ideal thing to put on him? Because remember, we still have this guy down here that has power run. What is he? He has the power run like that, and then whatever. He has the zone run and the power run. So this is what I'm saying in the usefulness of the rising stars. When we go now and add zone run to this guy, because like I told you guys, the run block is way more important. So we're gonna click the square button. All right. We're gonna go to upgrade, and then we're gonna add that to him. All right. How much do we get back? Okay, you upgrade with 900 coins. You will see 450. All right, good stuff. Oh, so they don't give us anything else back. We just get the 94 overall. EA's not playing games. Don't worry about it. All right, so Jets, what do we have? Do we have Seahawks? I don't know which team we have the most of to be able to do anything with it, but we'll give them we'll make him a Jet, bro. Once you're a Jet, you're a Jet. All right, so scheme. We're gonna go zone run ×3. All right, bam. Add that on him. Physical. See this right here. We don't really need to give him any kind of speed upgrade. What is his speed right now? Let's check. It's 64. We're not really worried about that for him right now because we're going to, just like I said, we're going to interchange him into certain formations to give us the lead the way. We don't need to worry about spending an additional 1,000 training. But the biggest thing that we want from him is right here. We want the lead the way for him. All right. So now when we put that on him, all right, that I'm going to show you actually in the game, like how you can, experiment with it and how you can make it work by moving players around. And because of Lane Johnson being so fast, we can actually get away with utilizing him in a different manner. So now that zone run is back up there, we see that power run is missing too. So then we would go back down to Tariq Cohen, all right, and we're going to take away the zone run that he has. All right, we're going to take away, hold on, let me see, hold on. We're going to be still -1 zone run because what are we at right now? The zone run is at 32. So if we take away, if we give him 2, see, we can't do 2 and 2 because it only goes by 3. So you can't go like individually. So that might give us an issue. We're going to still be down -1 with the zone run with the way that we have that set up. All right, so we'll take this away for now. We're going to give him all of the power run. All right, let's give him all power run. All right, so that the power run is back to 31 of 31. And then what we're going to do is now that we see that we have to go through, what do we got here? What do we got? Okay, zone run is, we're missing 1 now. So we're going to need more zone run. So we have to find somebody down here that we could do something with. It looks like we may have to actually take something. This guy's go deep. This guy go deep and power run. All right. It looks like we may have to take the speed off this guy in order to make it work. We're going to have to probably take the speed off of him and give him, we might have to give him power run back. And then with the way that it is, like give him, because he's a team diamond, it looks like that's the only way we could possibly make it work. And then we're already going to be good because we have 32 out of 30. So it wouldn't be a big deal until we get maybe another backup, right? If we get another backup, because this guy is go deep, this guy's power run, if we get a backup that has suitable stuff where we can upgrade it to a higher level, we could actually get away with it. But everybody at this point is pretty much maxed out to what they're supposed to be doing. So in regards to that, we're going to need to actually we're going to have to probably put it on this. This will be our only option at this point, is to make sure that with the way that this is, because now he's zone run and we're missing 1 zone run, right? So what we would do is we wouldn't make him actually dual chem, because making Lane Johnson dual chem with the red chems doesn't really benefit him that much. So we would take away his sprinter. Instead of making him 83 speed, what we would do is just take away his sprinter, right? And then just give him another zone run. Where is it? Zone run times 2. We'll give him the zone run times 2. All right. So now that gives us back what we were looking to do. It gives us back everything that we need. It's not a big deal now. Now we have everything chemmed up the way that we want it. And we were able to successfully remove one of the rising stars and make Kevin Mawae a 95 overall. All right. With the lead the way. So now we have 6 lead the way players. All right. With these 6 players, what is that going to mean for your overall team? Let me show you what he adds to the actual team right now. His run block and everything like that is unbelievable. So because remember, Lane Johnson is a really fast right tackle, and he's actually faster than some of the tight ends that are in the game. So even though we took sprinter off of him, John Madden still gives him the +1 speed. So he's at an 81 or something like that. He should be at like an 81 speed. Yeah, so he's 81 with an 87 acceleration. His catching is a 63. That's pretty low. We're not going to generally try to give him, like, you know, passing plays or anything like that. And remember, this is for specifically running the ball. All right? When you set up a run-heavy formation, whatever you're doing, that's what this is for. You get an additional player to, you know, to make sure that you can run the ball successfully. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, because let's just go to like one of the legend challenges real quick. So let's go do Marcus Allen's solo, and I'm going to show you in the solo exactly why you go through getting an additional lead the way player, especially when you're playing somebody that's blitz happy. Like me, I blitz all the time, but I'm strategic with the way that I blitz. I watch, you know, the way that your tight end is lined up. I see your formations. When you have a formation like an ace formation, where you just can't figure out which way they're going, those are the most difficult formations to be able to defend against, because you don't know which way to stack. So you got to just have unbelievable user in order to even survive. Like, you have to have unbelievable user. It is no way else for you to do it. But in most cases, you'll be able to see a side where there's not somebody there as an additional blocker, or maybe there's not another running back, and then you send extra pressure from that side. What you would need to do at lead the way, if you were going to run the ball, is either run a toss or motion somebody in front with the lead the way chem. And that's primarily what you would need to do. All right, so in this case, they have the ball. So this is not a good look right now. They have the ball. We got to get the ball back real quick. So why is everybody like this? What kind of D is this he's running? I don't know what this guy is doing. Bro, what's this? Okay, they're gonna probably be running the ball here. We could probably actually just run commit. I could have just run commit him. But I didn't run commit. I just ran straight down the middle as soon as he hiked the ball. But again, once we get the ball back, we're going to run the ball to score. Not a big deal. All right, we'll put Sanders there. We're going to put – this is something I've been experimenting with. And then, look, bro, I got the clock running and everything. Yeah, I'm wilding right now. Did I put it down to 10 seconds, or is the CPU cheating me? No, the CPU can't do the chew clock until after a certain amount. All right, good job. Yeah, go for 6. Like, this dude is really trying to go ham. Good job, Marcus Allen. And for those of you guys that are watching the video right now and are trying to understand exactly what's going on, my veterans and my new viewers, let me know if you have Marcus Allen and if he's good or not. Bro, I want him to pass the ball here. I should call a timeout, but I'm not. I'm gonna have to make a play here. Like there's not they might run the ball if they come out in 2-2 or whatever. All right, so they're gonna probably still try to pass. All right, computer trying to go hard. Computer trying to go hard on us right quick. All right, let's see what. I think it's gonna be a run though, because they're very conservative. So typically it should be a run, but you never know with Derek Carr, bro. The dude might be he might be primed to throw a pick right quick. All right, so look, we're never gonna call a timeout right now. We're gonna let them punt it to us. They're gonna chew clock to get it down, get the punt, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna come out in a formation where I'm going to make the whole offensive line lead the way, including the tight end, which is what this is primarily for. Now, look, we're going to, let's just say slot, right? We're going to take Lane Johnson out. We're going to put mawae there, right, with lead the way. And then we're going to put Lane Johnson at right tackle. Then we're going to run stretch. All right, now, what's going to happen is the way that the O-line is set up right now, you see how the right side has the extra guy? This is what lead the way does. Lead the way makes it so that these guys, you see how they're blocking, and they're all the way. You see what they're doing? I want you to notice how they go up the field to go and make that play. We're going to go back to the instant replay, and I'm going to show you what lead the way does. Lead the way makes them actually go in and engage the nearest person that's coming in. Even though I saw that it was uneven and I saw the corner there, I still knew how they were going to block. So if you look at it right here, just pay attention, right? Look at the way that they attack the guy that's going to be the most dangerous threat. Lane Johnson is going to take that end, everything like that. I have to make the move to make the run after that because my fullback is going to go and try to get whatever's coming off the edge. That's what the fullback's going to go to help out with. So they're going to go and crack block right there. Now I have to make the play. So what does Zack Martin do with lead the way? He goes and finds the outside linebacker. All right. So I have to make a move. I choose to spin move here. I could have just cut inside, but I choose to spin move. But that's not what this play is about. What's this guy doing? You see what I'm saying? You see how he's doing that? Shannon Sharpe is not going to do that. Shannon Sharpe would not do that as my tight end. He wouldn't go to try to start the block and then keep going upfield. That's what lead the way does. But look at, you see what he's doing? What's this guy doing? You see what I'm saying? Just watch him throughout the play. He starts the block immediately, right? Now, he's leading the way. He's actually going up the field. So when you play somebody online and the more people that you have would lead the way, the more you're going to make their day just a nightmare. And that's why it was worth it for me to go through all that trouble to add the lead the way cam. Because no matter what happens, even if you have your tight end there, the lead the way adds 15% or like I forgot what it was, like 15% or more of aggressive things that go on with it, like with the way that they go after the play. So they'll keep going and try to like realistically lead the way. Your biggest job is to be able to make it past the first level. So whatever the defense is giving you, you got to do whatever you got to do to be able to get past that part. After you get past that part, the lead the way cam takes over. There's nothing else that the opponent can do unless their entire 7 linemen, some people come out running dollar like idiots, but if they're running a defense where they have, whatever, a decent amount of linemen or whatever, it doesn't really matter. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter what they're doing because ultimately your guys, even if it cancels out, remember what I told you about the stunning. They stun each other. When it's time for them to, lead the way meets out of my way, they stun. So like you see the letter light up, and then that's pretty much it. Like it's nothing else they can do. Again, you see this right here? I'm not scared to run to the right because I know everyone has lead the way. Look, if I was scared like I used to be because I knew that Shannon Sharpe wouldn't block, I would switch the play to the left. Now that I'm experimenting with it and I already know it works because I've already gone through it, I'm going to keep doing it. You see look, after they block, then they start going up the field. But if they don't see that it's an imminent threat, they're going to stay back and keep the block longer. All right? Some of you guys are going to still, flip the play to the other side. You can do that as well. You can go the other way because, like I said, because my old line gets so powerful, if you notice in some of my recent live gameplays on twitch.tv/GmiasWorld, you'll notice that I run to the right a lot often now because my line is so stout and I still get really good yardage. But don't forget, you can still run to the left. Everybody's getting blocked. everybody's going to get blocked the same way. It's not like they're going to start going whatever. And it's all primarily because that lead the way chem. So just make sure you understand the importance of it, and don't be scared to put Lane Johnson at tight end. Okay, don't be scared to do that. Like let them go out there and block. Like they're gonna block. Everybody's gonna block. You're gonna get a lot more openings with those players doing that, even on the uneven side. And like I said, that's like next level type stuff, because they're gonna assume that you won't run to the side that they stack everybody to. But they don't know that you don't care about anything. You're going to still go. And everybody, look, they're always going to be out in front. Like, I did that purposely not to go into the end zone. But they're going to always go out in front very heavily. And then once you're able to understand and read the hole that you're getting, nobody will be able to stop you from scoring. It'll be a joke. Like, I know how to stop it, but that's only because I practice against it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see the way they block, and I know the defenses to call, but it just makes your run game it's impossible to deal with, in all honesty. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys, because some of you guys were asking about more insight into why my offensive line is like that. Why am I choosing to do certain chems over others? That's pretty much why I'd rather go with the lead the way chem. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, share, subscribe. If you guys have not followed me on Twitter, definitely do so to know, you get live updates of stuff that's going on, everything MUT related, and so much more. Feel free to go to the GmiasWorld homepage on YouTube and subscribe to both GmiasWorld Gaming and GmiasWorld Podcast. And I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.